Novak Djokovic will make his return to action at Indian Wells next month. Novak Djokovic has been included on the entry list for this year's Indian Wells tournament, which is set to get underway next month. The world number one will be hoping to make his return to competitive action at the event in California after he was prevented from playing at the Australian Open, with Rafael Nadal eventually clinching the top prize in Melbourne. Djokovic was detained shortly upon his arrival in Australia before he was released and then detained once again due to concerns over his COVID-19 vaccination status. He was eventually forced to return to Serbia after a last-gasp appeal was rejected out of hand, leaving him unable to compete at the first Grand Slam of the new year. It seems as though Djokovic will make his comeback at next month's Indian Wells after he was named on the event's stacked entry list on Wednesday. The 34-year-old will be joined by the likes of Nadal, Stefanos Tsitsipas, Daniil Medvedev and Alexander Zverev at the tournament if he is given the all-clear to make the trip to America. Ashleigh Barty, Emma Raducanu and defending Indian Wells champion Cameron Norrie have also been named on the entry list alongside Djokovic. There are questions over whether the world number one will be eligible to participate, though, with Indian Wells organizers having confirmed that all players will be required to show proof of vaccination. A statement read, "The BNP Paribas Open will require valid proof of full vaccination to enter the Indian Wells tennis garden for the tournament. Guidelines for the players are governed by the protocols established by their respective governing bodies, the WTA and ATP, as well as any restrictions established by the United States of America in regard to the vaccination status of international travelers entering the country." It remains unclear whether Djokovic has received the vaccine in the weeks since he was stopped from playing at the Australian Open on the eve of the tournament. He will be looking to gear up for a potential return to the Grand Slam circuit at the French Open in May with a strong showing at Indian Wells if he is cleared to play at next month's event. Meanwhile, former world number 2 Alex Corretja recently claimed that Djokovic's recent saga in Australia will never be forgotten but insisted that his legacy as one of the sport's greatest champions will remain fully intact in spite of what happened. "It will be a part of history, it will remain forever," Corretja told Tennis 365 when quizzed on the situation last month. "Because in my opinion it's not just about the tennis issue, it's a human situation. You can either be in favor or not in favor. I am vaccinated. We sort of created this situation of if you are vaccinated you are in one place, and if you are not vaccinated you are the opposite, or you are the enemy, you are the opponent. I am fully vaccinated, and I am in favor, so I defend this situation. I do respect whoever is not. I think Novak, in this case, will be remembered because he's been a champion, he is a champion, he's probably the greatest of all time. But of course, there are some other issues in his career that people will remember. It doesn't need to be for good or bad, it's just part of his history.